Good evening. This season's title race had already been one of the most dramatic of recent years, and that's continued over the past two nights. The midweek matches have given us some remarkable stories throughout the Premier League. We'll see all 20 teams over the next 90 minutes, and we've finally got a smile out of our two former Newcastle players. Welcome to Alan Shearer and Jermaine Genus. Coming up, yesterday's shock defeat for Manchester City at Newcastle. It was a result which tonight gave Liverpool the chance to reopen a 7-point lead at the top. Leicester were the visitors to Anfield, and the commentator was Guy Mowbray.
Oh, it was difficult. Two reasons. The opponent, good organised, very deep defending, and the pitch, unfortunately, first time that I experienced snow in England, so that's pretty difficult. But at the end, you have to say that was Leicester did really well.
Point is a fair result because if we look at our game, I think we have had more chances than Liverpool. Of course, we didn't manage very well our beginning of the game another time, and we conceded a goal early after just 2 minutes in the game. But after, we showed a fantastic character, personality.
You got to give credit to Leicester, a good team. They've come and done a good job. So we'll be a little bit disappointed, but we've got to take the point, move on to the next game quickly.
Luck goes for and against you over games. Did it go against you today in the second half? Big penalty shout.
That was probably the clearest situation that we had in the last couple of weeks, and I don't know why Martin Atkinson saw it. It was the best position on the pitch, apart from maybe the camera, which showed it now. Everybody had Martin, and I don't. We have to ask him, or you have to ask him why he didn't whistle a penalty. So that's always how it is. You need in these situations, you need the decisions, and we didn't get it. That's all it is. Can't change that.
Well, terrific performance from Leicester. I think we can all agree on that. Bit early, really, for squeaky bum time, but you wouldn't think so.
No, not with that performance tonight from Liverpool. First, I've got to say how good Leicester played. Their tactics, I thought, were spot on. Pressed high when they had to, sat back when they needed to, hit Liverpool on the break. And the manager's right. I think they had the best chances, and they certainly deserved what they got tonight. It could have been a little bit more. From a Liverpool point of view, they looked very nervy, very edgy. Didn't play well at all. Goalkeeper again, just get rid of it. They're fortunate because he does clip him, albeit it's a free kick. Exactly the same thing happens again to the goalkeeper. Under pressure, just get rid of it. Too slow, great closing down. This is a wonderful ball in. I'm not sure what Maddison's doing. I think he actually tries to guide that into Vardy's path. He shouldn't. He should actually score. Minute before half-time, he's going nowhere. What a stupid foul that is. Even so, you've got to defend it better. Van Dijk loses his man, hasn't got a clue where Maguire is. He's not offside. Body shape's all wrong. Gets the ball back, and it's a lovely finish. And just before half-time, that is, and they caused them plenty of problems. They were poor defensively. I know they've got one or two injuries, particularly in the right-back position, but Leicester looked very, very dangerous. Again, another set-piece in. Harry Maguire free again at the far post. No one picking him up. And Chilwell getting in behind. Lovely ball across again into the 6-yard box. Someone should be on the end of it, and this is a wonderful opportunity for Leicester. Hit them on the break. Gray, if he just picks his head up there, and it's a simple ball across to his right for Maddison for a tap-in, but no, he goes for the opportunity. Yeah. But it's not a disaster for Liverpool. They start the week 4 points behind. They're going to finish in front. They're going to finish at 5 points in front. So not a bad week for them in the end. But it wasn't a good performance.
No, Jermaine, I mean, we must cover it. Jurgen Klopp talks about it. Should Liverpool have had a penalty? It looked it, didn't it, really?
100%. It was a penalty. It was a bad miss for Martin Atkinson because he takes it well in, Navigator, and he's about to stick that into the back of the net. And I think it's Pereira who just kind of clips him on his left heel here, as you see, right there. Contact has an impact on him making the strike. That is as clear a penalty as you're likely to see. And how he missed it, I'm not sure. His positioning, as you can just see there, was spot on. So
should have been a penalty.
It was a definite penalty.
Yeah.
OK, well, we can't keep them waiting any longer. Here are the highlights from Newcastle versus Manchester City. Last night, Steve Bauer was at St James's Park.
We've been known for our attacking play. Our defensive record, we felt, needed seriously looking at, and I've been really pleased with the response from the players. The last 2 games we've looked solid. Today we had to, had long periods without the ball. We know their quality and their class. Their managers produced a really good brand of football, and it's difficult to play against, so full credit to all our players.
We had to get Jorginho out the game. I don't know how many times he touched the ball the whole game. Brooksy did a great job on him, and Junior when Brooksy went out, so we did the job we came today. Obviously we didn't know we was going to win 4-0 today, but yeah, we're delighted.
I'm sure you've been in the dressing room for a long time now after the game. Are you very angry? Are you frustrated? How do you feel?
No, I think that I am not angry. I am frustrated, of course, because at the end of the first half it was impossible to think that the second half was a disaster. So I wanted only to understand why.
Well, there must be something in the air. I don't know what on earth's going on this week. Some extraordinary results. Chelsea's biggest defeat in the Premier League since they lost 5-1 at Liverpool in 1996. Bournemouth, on the other hand, were terrific.
Yeah.
And David Brooks in particular, you felt?
Yeah, feels like an early Young Player of the Year nominee to me. What's that, 11.5 million, first season in the Premier League, 21 years of age. 6 goals, 4 assists. I mean, he seems to have it all, and it's interesting that when you heard Josh King talking there about playing around Jorginho, having an impact on Jorginho's game and playing off him. It was a different type of role. We've seen teams play on Jorginho and try and take the ball off him. Like he caused Chelsea more problems. He's dropping into little pockets of space, playing on the back of Jorginho, and causing all kinds of problems to Chelsea today. And what I love about him is his confidence on the ball, the fact that he has a big impact on the game. He picks up the ball into lovely areas like that. Great assist that was for obviously Josh King's goal. He was quite unfortunate not to get his own run today after the 2 goals he scored. But this goal, I thought, really epitomises the player, the calmness in front of goal, the assurance. This is a Premier League player we're watching now, and it was a top display by him tonight.
Certainly was. I sense Sarri's is quite stubborn. He's got his way of playing. It's been successful for him to a degree in his career as he's moved on, but it's not quite working at the moment.
Well, that was an embarrassing defeat for them tonight, and an embarrassing performance when your backs are against the wall. You look into your team, come on, give us something. And he looked at his team again tonight for the second successive league game. He's come out again tonight and said he's finding it very difficult to motivate these players. Well, that is his job, to motivate them. And again, when you hear the players, Bournemouth players, talking that they look at Jorginho and look at him as a weakness, and if they stand on him, they think they're going to get something. It happened again tonight. He's now got his man in Higuain, so it has to improve. And they now find themselves outside of the top 4. So. Yeah. Got to improve massively.
You see the appointments of the big clubs all the time. I wonder what Eddie Howe has to do to perhaps attract the attention of one of the English big clubs, an young English manager who's clearly done miraculously well.
Well, it will be 100% on their radar, but maybe he's just happy in the position that he's in right now, constantly in the Premier League playing, doing well for Bournemouth. Who knows?
There's only one way to find out. Tottenham return to Premier League action, having gone out of both the League Cup.
We bounce back strong, and we show very good character, and get these very important 3 points, and we are unbelievable happy, and yeah, what should I say? We are happy.
We are disappointed because after started winning the game and conceded in the last 10 minutes 2 goals, I think we've missed a very good chance today to get points.
It's a fantastic thing again to win 3 points, very important point to keep us in a very good position on the table, and of course after a week that was difficult, always is so important to smile.
Huge turnaround for Tottenham there, and I suppose in many ways the ups and downs of life as a striker encapsulated in 45 minutes by Fernando Llorente. Must say I was chuffed for him when he headed it in.
Look, he's not played for a long period of time. I know he's just come into the team now, but I thought today there were some good signs. His hold-up play, bringing other players into play, you could see the improvements there. Little things like this, taking it in, turning, having the confidence to hit, a good pass with his left foot. Those were the improvements, but it was a mixed bag at times, and I felt that the crowd were turning slightly at one point, and he had to really...
This point,
Probably right at this point here. It's a massive miss and a massive moment in the game, and, you know, for a player of his experience and age in the game, you expect that just to be, you know, food and drink. He should be in the back of the net with that. This one's a little bit more difficult, but it all just adds to that pressure building. But the most important moment within the game, you know, he was a part of. You know, he had that defining moment in the game where he scores the winning goal, and that feeling for him and for the team, two massive winners in last minute in the Premier League last couple of games.
Do you not feel as if Tottenham just need, in the summer, another top quality option for when Harry isn't there? It seems as if every other club have that.
Would love one.
Other than Tottenham.
Yeah, would love one.
It sort of happens this time every year, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's doing a brilliant job as Pochettino. 7 points clear of fourth position now, but I just feel to go that little bit further, they need another option up there, top quality option.
I'm sure he'd probably agree with you. Southampton's relegation fears have eased with 4 wins from 8 matches since the appointment of Ralph Hasenhüttl. They hosted Crystal Palace, whose FA Cup win over Spurs was one of the standout results of fourth round weekend. Commentary from Alistair Bruce Ball.